Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this session, we are going to learn about a very important web framework that is Django. So basically, what is Django framework is, and a lot of stuff we are going to see. What is the Django framework? Then what are the steps to install the Django? How to create a project? How to create an app? And what kind of settings we needed to create an application? In which file we have to change? What kind of setting we have to do? And how to create a view? How to run the project? How to install the things? All the stuff from the basic things. So right from the installation of the Django framework to how to run the Django framework projects. So basically, first of all, we are going to see the what exactly the Django framework. So as of now, you have to just remember a lot of stuff is available on a Google. You can easily read that. But as of now, we have to just remember that the Django is a free open source Python web-based framework. It's very important. It is a web-based framework that allow the model template views architecture. Like there are many framework is available in the market like MVC pattern. So similar pattern is the Django framework that is a model template and view architecture. Okay, it is maintained by the Django Foundation and an independent organization established in US as a non-profit company. So in short, we have to remember the Django is a web-based Python framework. So that's all. So now we are going to see how to install the Django in our systems. So first of all, make sure that you have to install the Python environment because for installing the Django, we need a Python environment. For Python environment, so how to install the Python in our systems. So I have in last lecture, I also uploaded one of the lecture I have that I'm showing the steps how to install the Pythons and run the setups. So that is easy. You can just go to the python.org. Once you go for the python.org, there are, as per your systems, you have to just download the applications. Exe file is there, and based on exe, you can just download and basic steps you can follow, and that get installed. So just go for the downloads and just download the latest version and next. For confirming whether the Python is installed or not, just open the command prompt and go for the CMD and type here the Python, Python. So if you get the this kind of shell script terminal, then that means the Python is get installed. For checking, for cross checking, I'm just doing a 2 plus 2. It will give the output. So that means the Python environment is created in our systems. Okay. Now, once with the Python environment is get assured, then after that we have to install a Django modules. For installing the Django modules, we have one pip command. So that is Python minus m pip install Django. I have already installed this Django, so it's not going to install it again, but it will show the requirement is already satisfied. So just go to the terminal. I think, so this is what a terminal, just go to terminal and you can just open the new terminal, no problems. CMD command prompt, just open the command prompt. Python minus a pip install the Django, then hit just enter. So it will search for the file and it can observe this, the requirement is already satisfied. If it is newly installed, then it will collect all the files and it will get successfully installed. Okay. So this is what, in this way we can install our Django modules. For checking version, there is a one syntax for checking the version, or you can say the command Django admin dash dash version. So you may using this command, you can check the Django framework versions. So that also you can do. Just go here. Okay. So Django version is 4.2.5. So fine. So in this way, we can install a Django and we can check the our these things. After that, we have to create a project, a Django project. How to create a project? For creating a project, so all the steps I'm going to upload it on the YouTube's. So all this text file I'm going to upload over there. So don't worry. So all command you can get. So for creating a project, we need to use this command Django admin start project, and here is a project name. So for creating a project, first of all, you have to select the route where you want to create the project. So suppose you are using this path, so by default the project will get installed here. So the best way to you can create any path over here. So just use the Sublime editor so that that will be quite easy to maintain a project and run the project. So basically I'm going to creating a, or you can just go to the roots. You can select the drive where you want to create the project. So suppose I'm going to create, use the D drive here. I already have created one project, that is a Django project folder. So you can check here the Django project, or you can create a new folder also. That's not a problem. Okay, already I have the py name folder, so I'm going to use this py name folder. Within this py name folder, we are going to create our Django application. So just open the folder. So in D drive, there is a py folders. Okay, no problems. So this is what the py folder we have created. Now, uh, open the terminal. You can just create three dots, new terminal, and this terminal you are going to write that command. So within that command, I'm going to write this thing. So this is not for creating a project. So there is a different command. So open that notepad, copy the steps. The Django admin. The project name is a demo here. You can create any project names as you wanted. So just click enter. See, as soon as you have after the working of this command or execution of this command, you can observe here the one project is get created, and by default all the steps of that project is get come here. Means all regarding files, supported files. There is ASGI, setting.py, urls.py. There are a lot of files are auto-generated, but as of now, we are going to see the just importance files where we wanted to changes. And as the lecture go on, then we can see all the importance files and what kind of setting we have to do, what kind of setting we have to add into URLs, and what are the files of all meanings. Okay. So the first of all, we have created our Django admin project. Fine. So for confirmation whether the Django is properly installed or not, we can going to run this project. For running this project, there is a command python manage.py run server. So just go to this command and type here and just run the project. Once this run the project, so basically we have to first of all go to that path. Here you can see the D colon py is there, so we have to go for the demo path. So cd change directory to the demo. So now in the demo project we have in demo folder we have all the python is Django framework installed. Now just run that command python manage.py run server. As you can see, so this URL is get generated. Just click on that URL, it will redirect to you the browser. So it will take some time. Wait for that particular times. That's all. So now you can observe here the setup of a Django framework is properly working. Install work successfully. Congratulations. So means so it's very simple steps we have followed. We have just created, we have finded one folder. First of all, we make sure that Python is installed or not. Once we show that Python is environment is in our systems, so just use this command for installing the Python. So Django. After installation Django, you can confirm with the version to what kind of version Django you have installed. Okay. After that, we have to specify the folder where you want to create the projects. So just create these projects, and after the creation of project, if you want to make sure whether the project is successfully created or not. After this file installation of this file, with this multiple files are get created. For example, we have created a demo project, so all the stuffs regarding supported files or py files are already get created. Okay, and then we have using then we have the run pythons. So using this command, you can run that projects. So by default, then we can see this kind of window over here. So that means a Python in Django framework is installed successfully, and now we have the Django environment setup is in our systems. Right. So after that, we have to create our applications. Now, within this environment, within this project, we have to create our own applications. So how to create our own application? So for that, There is another command. That command we have to use. So what exactly that command is, that we are going to see. So make sure that we have in a demo folder. So for creating an application, there is a command. The command is, say, so this is what a project, and now within this project we have to create one application, and I'm giving that application name is my app. So python manage.py start application my app. So go to this thing and just type over here, enter. As soon as this enter, you can observe here the my app folder is created and all the supported files are comes here. Fine. So we have created one the demo Django projects, and within that project there is an application. So make sure that whenever you call this thing, so this is what the project, and within this project we have one application. The name of application is a my app. So all the supported files of the my app is get created over here. Fine. Now, so this all things are get done. Now we have to create one simple views, and after the creation of the view, we have to do all kind of setups. So very first setup, what kind of setup we have to do in project. So the very first thing we have to do, whatever the app we have created, that app we have to add into a setting file and install app. So go to the projects, in project setting.py. Within that setting.py, just scroll it down. There is an install applications are available. Within that installed app, we have to add our application that is we have created as of now, and that is nothing but what, my application. So just single quote. There is no need to add a double quote over here. So fine. Okay. So first of all, we are going to add the app that we have created in the setting.py. In setting.py, there is a stuffs is there installed app, and all within that all the installed app we have also added our own created application. Fine. So in this way we can add that. Now we are going to create one simple views within views.py files. Okay. So here already things are created. You can create view here. So for creating views, there is syntax already I written. So I'm going to go here, and I'm not going to type everything. Let's just copy these steps and going to create a view. So this is a simple function we have created in function Python. Creating a function in Python, we are doing a def within the request. Whatever the request is come from the browser, that is going to be give the response as a hello world. Now, if we try to run this application, it's not going to run because we have to specify all the kinds of URL. So in which path and which where what kind of path we have need to specify to run this project, and that all kind of things. Suppose now you're trying to run this project, it's not going to run because it's not going to find the proper URL where to run and how to run. So that all kind of confusion is still there. Suppose you try to run this project, it's not going to run this application. So just click properly here. See, it's still not showing anything because we are not specified any path. So what kind of things we have to run and how to run these things. Okay. Once we created a view, then that we have to view the specifier. So by default, the whatever the path is running here, you can observe in the project there is a urls.py. So by default, whatever they are running, so all the stuff you have to specify here. So by default, it is running admin.site.url. So whatever we are going to see these things. So this is a by default, this is a path. So now we have to create our own URL, and that URL path is going to add into this URL pattern. So first of all, we are going to create one file in our project. So just create one new files and give name as the same urls.py. Fine. So within this py file, so we have to create one URL pattern. So like this, we have to create one URL pattern. And within this URL pattern, we have to specify our all views kind of settings. So this is simple one file that we have imported the path, and from the views, this pattern for the empty paths in the view.home. So we have created in view, there is a home. See, within this view, there is a home name is there. So that's we have here to specify the path over here, okay, in this URL. So In project, in our application, we have provided this path. Now the same path setting we have to add into the our project setting path. So for that, what syntax is needed? So that is I have provided over here. See, we have to include that our project path into the our main project over here. So go to this URL paths and admin. Sorry. So within this admin, so below just our include our projects. So for this, we have to quick set import the path include. So just add include here, comma includes that going to import the models regarding to the includes. That's also, I think all the steps are done. So now if you try to run this application, so you can find over here, uh, just delete all the steps from this. Open the new terminal. So within this new terminal, just close all the unwanted things. First of all, you have to go for the demo. Okay, then try to run the python manage.py run server. Center. So all things are okay. Just try to run this project. See, now we are going to install our project successfully. We have created one view and that view is going to work. That is a hello world. You can change this message, no problem. Go to the view and you can just write the welcome to the Python web framework. So that also you can do. Welcome to Python web project. Project. That's all. Just it automatically going to not going to refresh automatically. See, that's all. So these are all the steps we have need to do, and accordingly, if you after following all the steps, we can easily create our Django projects. Okay. And shortly, I'm going to revise within a 2 minute. Just remember what we have seen. We have seen that what exactly the Django. The Django is basically a Python-based web project. Okay. So using the Django environment, we can create a Python web-based project. So first of all, the very first thing that we needed, that is a Python environment should be in our systems. Once we verify that is Python is installed in our application or Python is installed in our systems, then second thing, we have to follow all these top steps. So means we have to install the first Django environment and application. So using this command, we have to set the Django environments. After that, we can check the versions. Once we check the version, then second thing, we have to create a project. So in this way, we can create a Django project. Within that Django project, after creating a Django project, so we have to run our application. For running this application, python manage.py start apps. So accordingly that project is going to work. So once the Python is installed and setup is working fine, then we have to create our own application. So for that we have to go here and create our application. For creating an application, so this is what the command is there: python manage.py start app new application. So after creation of project, this step is get created. After creation of application, this step is get created. Okay, once the all the files is created, then we have to do the basic thing setting. So the very first thing that we are going to do in project, there is a setting file. Within this setting file, we have to add our app name. That is whatever they've created, that is app name. That's all. Thus done. The work of this file is now done. Then second thing, we go to the view part, and view part we have to create one view here. Okay. Once this create view, this view is not going to work individually, because up to now in the project URL, there is only the admin URL is present. So for that, we have to create our own URLs here. So in the project, we have to create one URLs.py. It is not get automatically created. Okay, we have to create this application Python URLs.py file. In this URL pattern, we have to include our views names. So this model we have to install in the project's URL pattern. So by default, the admin site is presented, but once we created this path, so this path will be get added into this. Okay. Once this all this stuff's created, and just run the project, and whatever the message we have given into the view, that view is going to be installed and it's properly working. So this is what a browser based, web based, or first application. Okay, now onward we are all going to see all the kind of things. So how to add the HTML file, and how to run that file, and how to access the accept the input from user, and how to calculate it, how to print the again outputs, and then after that database connectivity, and then how to add the templates. All these stuffs we are going to see the step by steps. Hopefully you're understood all the things, and for next thing, stay tuned my YouTube channel. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you.